What's up, it's your boy Reemus, and in this video we're going to be doing a part 2 to the last video, which was the pros of dating a masculine woman, and we're going to talk about the cons of dating a masculine woman, because we want to have a balanced perspective of both sides. Before, I did do videos based on the pros and cons of dating a feminine woman and the pros and cons of dating a masculine man, and now in this series I'm talking about the pros and cons of dating a masculine woman and the pros and cons of dating a feminine man. So I've already done the pros, let's go into the cons of dating a masculine woman, right? And the first thing is that a masculine woman, for the same reason I said before, that she can be very protective, right? Because she's willing to be combative. If she gives this combative nature and directs it to you, well, actually now you have a case of a girl who doesn't actually want to be your piece. And a masculine woman is less likely to want to see herself or see herself as needing to have to be your piece. Many men want the type of woman who takes pride in being their man's piece. You know, you hear men say a lot, we go out in the world, we try to be providers, we try to be protectors, we try to be better leaders. We're going to a war with the world. I don't want to come back home and then be at war with my woman. But a masculine woman, she is less likely to see it as necessary for her to be your piece. She'll think that's almost like childish of you to expect, you know? So this type of woman is more likely to present challenges, and she's more likely to present arguments. Again, that combative nature of the masculine energy, which can be used for good sometimes, can also be used for bad. When she wants to argue with you, when she wants to be difficult, and she's willing to be stubborn and all of these things, and you're like, oh, I just can't get any peace in this household. I just want a soft woman right now, and she's being so hard. She's, you know, being so combative. She wants to be in conflict. She doesn't want to be soft. I just need softness because I want peace right now. And you're less likely to have the peace you want with a masculine woman, especially if she's the immature type of masculine woman. And the second thing, and the second the second con of dating a masculine woman is that she's more likely to view submission as a bad thing. So that's the type of woman who's like, oh, why do I have to submit? Oh, why do you have to lead? Why can't we both lead? I want to be, you know, the type of person who can lead sometimes and you lead other times. So a masculine woman is less likely to say, you know what? I have a man, I want to see him lead. I want him to be proactive. I want him to initiate things. I want to surrender control. She's less likely to want to do that because she just almost sees it as competition. She's like, well, I want to occupy that position of leader. And sometimes you can do it, but what if sometimes I want to do it? And again, the masculine energy makes a leader. So it's actually, the fact that men are supposed to be leaders is proven by the fact that the masculine woman is the one that wants to lead, because it's the masculine energy within her that makes her want to do that. And she's gonna have a problem surrendering control or submitting because she's more likely to feel less than. I absolutely don't think that allowing a man to lead makes you less than him. And I talk about that in my book, Healing the Feminine Energy. I say embrace the differences between men and women. But the thing is, a masculine woman sees you as competition because she wants to occupy that same position that you have. So again, it's just down to choice and what you want. And maybe you're a guy who doesn't necessarily want to take control and take the lead. Maybe you might be a guy who says, I like that she's going to be a girl who takes the lead sometimes. There are many guys like that now. You know, that's many modern men. Okay, so the third reason, or the third con of dating a masculine woman, is that she's more likely to want to be independent from the union and the team, the relationship. She's more likely to be the person who always says and proclaims that she's strong and independent and she doesn't need a man. And it goes back to what I was saying before about occupying positions, because she feels like she doesn't need a man because she is more of a man than the feminine woman. So it makes sense. She's like, well, why do I need a man? I'm doing things by myself, for myself. I want to be my own provider and so on. And again, she wants to be independent from the union. She might want to dip into the benefits that come with being in that union and relationship, but she's also more likely to have a little less trust for being in a position where she totally gives up all her masculinity, basically. So she's going to say things like, I need to have something on the side just in case, you know, I want to leave this and I want to pour my energy into that thing. Like I want to pour my energy into my own thing. The thing is, when a woman does that, she takes her energy and she pours it into an outside thing. Even if it's her own thing, she pours it into a source that's outside of the relationship. And as a man, he wants the woman that helps him. A feminine woman is more likely to say, the energy I have, I want to give it to you, and the structure that you have and what you're building. When she says, I want to do my own thing, she's not really thinking to herself, this own thing she's building is for both. She's thinking it's for me, and that's it. Right? She almost finds it to be safe to do that, because again, if she was the type of woman who was abandoned before or couldn't trust men, she's gonna have a hard time saying, you know what, let me fully depend on my man, let me give him that level of control. Because when she did do it before, many men didn't live up to the expectations or hopes that she had. So again, you're more likely to have the woman who is always going on about being strong and independent. You're more likely to get that from the masculine women. But anyway, we might do a part 2 on this, but for sure the next part really is the pros and cons of dating a feminine man. And if you're interested in that, go to the next one. But until then, I want you to comment down below, let Reemus know, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.